good second half?
Yeah, from after the period we conceded, I thought the first 6 minutes when we came out, the attitude and the application was a little bit off. We conceded a bit too much space and allowed them to get back in the game so quickly. But then from that moment on, the response was excellent. Played some really good football. Scored a great goal from a set piece, and just really proud of the group tonight.
Talk us through the Costa Grossos. Obviously, was going to be a substitute. And
yeah.
What exactly happened to Reno?
Oh, look, Reno just felt his groin a little bit in the warm-up, so it was too much of a risk for him to continue. And so Costa, he got an opportunity to come in, and he took his opportunity. And for me, I'm just so proud of him to score the winning goal, because he's been working so hard. You see physically he hasn't played a lot, and he came in and he worked so hard, and then he gets a great goal, wins the game for us. So super proud of him.
Mate, was that a executed goal from the training pitch, or was it something that saw, or he was?
Yeah. He's a bit improvised. There's a bit of, we do a lot of good work with our set pieces. Rick does a great job. I think there's a bit of improvisation there from the boys as well, based on where it sort of was from and sort of how they set up as well. So let's probably say it's a combination.
But that was the one thing, every time I speak to Costa, he always talks about assists and goals. That's the one thing that was missing from his kit bag.
Yeah.
What did you see, mate? Because you've shown a lot of faith in him right from the get-go.
Yeah, I have, because his pathway has just been stalled a little bit, because 16 is one of the top talents in the country, but over 4 years really doesn't get many opportunities. So it's probably just taken him a little bit longer to feel comfortable at this level. But what I've seen is application, discipline, tactically very intelligent. I trust him a lot, and then he's going to get his rewards eventually. I'm sure of that, and he's got that today.
What was your message to him when you tapped him on the shoulder?
Yeah, about time, to be honest. But no, just like I said, just proud of him. We had a good chat yesterday as well about looking forward and saying that's probably the piece that we want to add to his game, and he's got to go on with it. It's one game. It's a great goal, but he needs to be able to do that again, and he needs to do it again next week.
First half, it looked like you struggled to handle the wind. And Jack Duncan probably, he says probably ones that he thinks he can make, but still he had to make quite a few.
Yeah, he had a couple saves to make for sure. A lot from sort of the way we were turning certain balls over and just not dealing with it. I mean, when you play, the conditions were tough for both teams from a heat point and also from a wind. Just because you've got the wind, it doesn't mean all of a sudden you're just going to take control. So our distances were a little bit off, especially in the first period before the drink break. I thought, between our centre backs, they needed to play with a little bit more width, and that would have allowed, guys like Dane and Hoff to just get a little bit more advanced. And I think they were playing too close to each other, and that sort of has a ripple effect through the team, because the distances are off and we're not playing in certain spaces. So it improved as it got along, but I felt that's really what was happening in the first half that was making it difficult for us to break them down.
That's 5 unbeaten now, and you're happens tonight with Wellington. You're either equal 6th or 7th either way. Does it feel like you're building momentum and they're starting to believe?
I feel the belief's been there all along. I feel we've just not managed certain situations earlier on as well as we would have liked. But what I've seen is a real determination from the group to take ownership for a lot of things that are happening on the field as well, and we're trying to guide them as well as possible, and I'm trying to lead them to the best of my ability. But the credit's theirs for what they're doing at the moment, and the way they're working together and overcoming setbacks and situations. 1-1 today again, it can get difficult and it could go the other way, and I just see this response immediately, which shows me that the journey we're on, they're growing all the time. So they deserve a lot of credit.
And I had my head down right most of the 30 minutes, but Sato's debut, he looked good.
Yeah.
Tidy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was positive for us for sure, And he found it difficult, obviously, against the wind, because that had a bit of a bearing on how well we could keep it, and probably more in the front half as well. But you could see his energy, and he wants to get involved. He wants to get forward, and he's disciplined. Having worked with the Japanese players for a long time, one thing you're certain of is you give him a couple tasks in terms of just disciplined organisationally, and he straight away was able to apply it. So he's had a good start today.
Just on Reno, I imagine will he go for scans, or is it just a twinge?
Yeah, he'll definitely need a scan. He'll have a scan tomorrow, and hopefully it's possible. Like again, it happens so quickly, and obviously when we have to make decisions on who's playing, and we'll work on the rest after. But I hope it's not too long, because he's been doing so well. I think everyone can acknowledge, the impact he's having in this group as well. So the sooner we get him back on the field, the better.
Yeah, Archie, what was his?
Yeah, he copped a knock. He copped a knock yesterday. Was struggling. Got through the session. To be honest, I had a chat with him at the end of the session and sort of gave him the decision, and I said, look, you're getting out of here in a week's time for an Asian Cup. And, if I'm really selfish right now, we can throw you in, and if you hurt yourself a little bit more, you might miss that tournament. And, we both sort of collectively made a decision that it's not worth the risk at the moment. It's something where, definitely if he was fit and available, he was in the game, because for us he's been fantastic the last couple of weeks especially. But there's a bigger picture for him, and I've got to be responsible how I manage him, because ultimately there's a lot of expectation on him, but from where he was to where he is now, there's so much growth in his body, and it just takes a little bit of ego to get in the way, or just losing sight of what his goals are, to end up destroying a career. And it's happened quite a bit. It's happened once, to be honest, at this club as well, with the young players and not really making sure you look after them from a duty of care point of view. So, made that decision. He said he felt better today. He'll get on a plane next week, and hopefully he represents our country and our region in the best way possible.
Did they sing happy birthday to you in there? Or?
Tried to keep it quiet, Jimmy, so I don't know what's waiting for me when I get back in, but hopefully I can just get out of here quietly.
3 points to do.
Yeah, no, it's obviously it's nice, it's nice, and you sacrifice a lot, and you're away from family on days like today as well. When you're celebrating your birthday, you don't have your family around you. So our family, my family's in there tonight, and I'm just proud to be a part of this group.